All right, I'm going to show you how to do the spreadsheet practice tab under personal finance project example. So it's asking you to practice with formulas so that you will understand how to use spreadsheets. So for this first column, column B, it wants you to add up this whole column and it tells you the answer you should try to get here. So how we're going to do that is two ways. We could either start here and just click equals the sum. So we're telling it I want this cell right here to equal the sum of what? Well, I'm going to highlight all of these, and then close the parenthesis and press equal. And look, I got it. Another way to do that is you could come up here to insert function. And what function do I want? Well, I want it to tell me the sum. So that's going to give you that equal sum. And then again, it's going to say, well, what do you want me to sum up? And you're going to say, well, I want you to add all of these together. And then click enter. And you'll get the same thing. Over here for column C, it wants you to take the average of all of these numbers. So again, you can go here by clicking insert function. You want to find the average. So again, or you could have just typed in equals average and then put in the parentheses, you want to find the average of all these. Enter. I got that. That's my correct answer. This one is a bonus one. This one, you actually have to research how to do a formula. And this is going to be called a count if formula. So what I do is I like to just Google count if formula and see what it says. Okay, right here, it's giving me how to do it. It's going to say, okay, I want you to say equals and then write the word count if. And in parentheses, first tell me where you want to look, and then put a comma, and then tell me what you're looking for. And here it gives me some examples. I could do count if, and then it's doing A2 through A5, comma, and then it's saying it wants to count if the word London is in those cells between A2 and A5. So I could split my screen and look at both of these and say, okay, so I want to have this say, make sure you can see this. So I don't know if I'm still sharing this. So I'm going to go back to my personal finance project. Let me just make sure I'm sharing the right screen. And I'm going to put in the cell I want it to equal count if, and then parenthesis, and then it told me to tell me the range. So here's my range, highlight of all of these ones, comma, tell me if there is an X. So I put the X in quotes because that's exactly what I want to know. And then close the parenthesis. And it told me, okay, of all of the ones you told us, 5 of those have X's, and that's the number I got. Again, if I were to click on this cell, right here, I could go up here to the top and it tells me the function, f of x. Here's my function for that cell. How did it get 17,286.59? Well, it got that by adding up the sum of B4, which is right here, B4, to B12. So B12, and it took all the ones in between. And that's how it got this. Look, what if I change this to be 500? The sum will change as well. I'll go back, Control Z. Same thing here. If I took out this 12, the average would change. And so on. If I were to add another X, this would go to 6. So because I have these formulas up here in the function, it's going to automatically do that no matter what numbers I put here. So you can even add in these formulas before you even add in your numbers. Oops, made a mistake, Control Z. And that will help you as you're going through your spreadsheet. So go ahead and do it. And again, if you just saw this number and typed it in here, or saw this number and typed it in here, you wouldn't get full credit for this because of the point of this is to learn how to do the formulas. So when I'm grading it, I am clicking here to see if you have this formula at the top to make sure that you are learning how to do formulas, because that will be important as we continue.